need to film this. This guy is an absolute joke. He's a big baby boy. John Clement. Can I do a check on your fire alarms? And I said, yeah, sure. John, why did you hang up on my partner? I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. And he's walked out of the house. You couldn't make it up if you tried. You couldn't make it up if you tried. So, I wish I had a smartphone. So he just walked down the road. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. Okay, fine. You're not going to tell me where the bins go. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. I said, you're a big baby boy. Big baby boy. Big baby boy. John Clement. What a big baby boy. This is the John Clement from Lilybank Homes. And I got my banker from Barclays Bank. I got my banker from Barclays Bank. To ring him to ask for my possessions. And I'd come in here telling him that I had lost, that I had just met my brain-damaged, crippled sister, and that my partner had to buy bedding, had to clean the shower and the fridge and all of that. Yeah, my partner's behaviour, my partner helping me is unacceptable behaviour. And I was in tears when I came in. Not talking to you, not talking to you. Right, well, you're not coming in here to do a fire alarm check then. Let's see how that goes down. Excuse me, John. John, my partner put in a complaint about... My partner... No, but you just walked away from me saying you... You walked away from me saying you wouldn't speak to me.
And we said to you before how we're going to speak to you via text only.
Via text only. So you're that childish, you're not going to speak to me right now?
Absolutely.
You're only going to speak to me via text?
Luke has asked you to speak to us only via text.
So you're only going to speak to me via text? My partner got me in here. He bought bedding. He cleaned the shower. He cleaned the shower. He cleaned the toilet. He bought me bedding. I had just met my brain-damaged, crippled sister. I was crying in a terrible state. And he got the key to this place. And you won't speak to him. You'll only speak to... You just walked out of the door and you wouldn't speak to me. No. Oh, I'm being abusive. What, being in distress that I've just met my brain-damaged, crippled sister? And you're telling me? No, you've treated us like absolute dirt. Absolute dirt. My partner, you've treated both of us like dirt.
This ain't fair on everybody.
No, it's not fair on me. It's not being... No. You've caused... Excuse me.
I've caused.
Sarah said you threatened to beat her up.
Oh, really? Did she?
Yes.
Let's go and get Sarah now.
And you said you wanted to help me. Thank you very much for that, Natalie. I've got a brain-damaged sister, thank you very much. And on the day that I moved in here, I didn't know that. My partner put in a complaint about you because the council were not acting by law. The council, good, please put in complaints, John, please do, because we've put in complaints about you, and this is going to my solicitor. You have not told us where the bins go. You've not told us where the bins go. All of these complaints are going to the council. And my banker phoned you to get me back into Salon Place. My banker phoned you to get me back into Salon Place. My banker phoned you at Barclays Bank. My banker at Barclays Bank phoned you to get me back into Salon Place. Sorry. That's what happens when you're angry. Right. If I had a smartphone, I'd come out with a smartphone. But I don't. Absolute bastard. Right, well, now I know the truth. Right, well, I knew there was something not right. Natalie just had a go at me. And she's gone into Sarah's room. Well, it doesn't matter if I use their names now. But Sarah had told me that Natalie was the girl that said she wanted to help me. I mean, there is something strange about saying to someone that you've never met, "Are you schizophrenic?" and saying that they want to help you get into a one-bedroom flat. And she's just told me that I'm being unfair when John hung up on my partner. This is the day I moved in. I just told them all my traumatic circumstances. And this is what I mean. This was the day that I met my brain-damaged, crippled sister, who's talking about life expectancy. Natalie was winding me up. Then she was like, "Oh, darling, darling, hugs. This is why these are the people you need to be careful of, because it's a red flag. It's a massive, massive, screaming red flag." And that was before Natalie said she wanted to help me. And the other girl next door to me said, "This isn't the right place for you. You should be in a one-bedroom flat." And that girl next door said she was no longer going to speak. The lady with the bad leg was no longer going to speak to Natalie because she said she threatened to beat her up because she wouldn't help her get drugs. See what I mean? But now Natalie's just had a go at me saying, "You're being unfair to John." And she's just gone into that lady's room. Yes, the same lady that said, the same two ladies that wanted to help me before they even knew me. John is a very, very nasty piece of work. So I've just filmed him. This is the same man that my banker from Barclays Bank phoned because he wouldn't let me back into my room at Salon Place where all my things were. They have a lot to hide. This is why they don't like me. This is where all the fakery comes from. And why, the foreign girl downstairs who was nice to begin with and then giving me funny looks because I was, and then sort of like very off. Yes, well, that's what people are like. But big baby boy, that's I hope my laptop has picked it up. I've got a low battery. I nearly got hit by a car, but it was worth it. This is what distress does. That's never happened to me before. I walked out in front of a car just now, but it was worth it. It was worth it for no, it's not worth it. I know it's stupid, but I was concentrating. I don't have a smartphone, so of course I've got my laptop and I'm walking along with my laptop like this, which does look a bit weird. Oi, oi. But I don't have a smartphone, so, but that's big baby boy, John. Yeah. If you had a brain damaged, crippled sister that you had just met, I wish I'd filmed and recorded him saying, I don't want to know. I didn't even have a laptop. I didn't even have anything in my hands. All I'd said to him was, can I ask you about the bins? And why did you terminate a phone call to my partner? That's all I asked. I don't want to know. Right. Just a minute. I just see who this is. Just a minute. Sorry. Hello.
Hello, it's Sussex Police here, PCSO Williams from Eastbourne.
Oh, right. Okay. Right. Okay.
Hello. You called us yesterday about from the promenade.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for that. Yeah, that's funny enough.
When we can, we do get down there. However, it's actually a council piece of legislation, local authority, and they're the ones that prosecute rather than the police. But we're also aware that there's no money in the budget for their enforcement teams in the council at the moment. So the police do go down on there and try to disrupt it as much as we can, but we obviously can't be on every pavement, every street and every promenade.
No.
At the same time, it's like trying to deal with parking and speeding. It's a difficult one, but are you okay? You weren't injured or anything?
No, I mean, yeah, no, this is just it. Obviously, you can't, I appreciate you can't, you need to be, they're zooming past, you have to be there to, because once they're gone, aren't they? Yes.
Yeah.
It's, but no, but it's very frightening. It's happening in the town centre now, so it's dangerous.
The section in the pedestrian area that didn't used to be cycling is now cycling. So it's for people it's for pedestrians and cyclists, which some of the public aren't aware of. But all equally, some cyclists are being antisocial, because there's one thing cycling, there's another thing being antisocial cycling. So in fact, I challenged two lads on push bikes in Terminus Road yesterday. I told them that they couldn't ride their bikes in that manner. So we do try and deal with it where we can. But,
Thank you.
To make sure that you haven't been injured in any way.
No, because it says on the promenade no cycling, but it's not even the fact that people are cycling. It's the fact that they've been doing it in the town centre as well. So they simply don't care. They're just like zooming past. And it was in the Herald a few years ago that a 3-year-old got hit by a hit and run cyclist. And you only, and yeah. Oh, did you? Oh, well done. Good.
Yeah, that was me. We tracked them down and I got them arrested.
Oh, good.
They got prosecuted.
Good. Oh, I didn't know that. No, but that's interesting. Yeah. Thanks for that.
And in fact, I was involved in a collection, a voluntary collection to buy cyclists, legitimate, sensible cyclists who presented. I can't remember what we presented the young girl, but the young girl had some horrendous bruising to her faces. So we wanted to let her know that not all cyclists are horrible people. So we got hold of the Eastbourne Rovers cycling team, and they all put their hands in their pockets and bought. I think they bought her a bike. That was it. We bought her a bike, which was presented to her on the promenade.
Wow.
Where the cycle path is. Yeah. That was longer than 3 years ago. We're talking that's longer than at least 6 or 7 years ago. That now.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So the police do get involved if there's been a reckless accident.
it's just
generally, the legislation is the council legislation, unfortunately, and they
Well,
need to.
that's what I was thinking, because it's something that there aren't enough signposts or anything, but it's not even signposts. These are just idiots without brains who don't care. And they're literally, you shout out at them and you get abuse back at you. But as you said, it needs to be reinforced, because you only have to step slightly out of place. You only have to step slightly out of place, put the foot in the wrong place, and then boom, you've been hit by it's just very frightening, because if there's a zooming past in the town centre as well. I went up to the security guard in Tesco, who gets a lot of abuse from nutters and idiots on the streets, because there's a lot of that in Eastbourne. But he said, yes, unfortunately, there's nothing that I can do about that. But as I said, you only have to put a foot slightly out of place. But this is our right of way. I wouldn't go into the middle of the road thinking, right, I can just walk in the middle of the road and all the cars have got to watch out for me. I'll just walk without looking, and they've all got to. It's the same thing. No, it does. But it's like the thing about the smoking in bus shelters. That's been bothering me since whenever it was it 2007, when it was illegal. It's meant to be £100 for smoking in a bus shelter, and that really bothers me. That does, because I don't smoke, and but because I've actually literally just had a very, very unpleasant experience with a very nasty man who's meant to manage this property, shall we say, and the council hadn't done what the law had told them to do, because I'm in a council temporary accommodation, and I'm being abused by the so-called director. He didn't even tell me where the bins go or anything, and he's treated me and my partner like absolute dirt. My partner got me in here. I just met my brain-damaged, crippled sister. I was homeless. The council weren't acting by law, and I've sent a video to the council, the housing officer, about the bins and everything, and they're abusing me. I went up Beachy Head suicidal the other night. I was really very close to killing myself. But just an FYI, the same housing needs specialist, Grace Hill. Oh, right, you don't need to hear this. No. No. All right, well, yeah, no, I'm all right. I just thought I'd let you know, because that's the only reason why I haven't complained about these things. All right. Okay, thanks. Bye. It's funny how he was very quick to end that call. It's funny how he was very quick to end the call on the traumatic stuff. I actually want to know why he wanted to end. I'll just see if I can ring him back. I want to know why he was very quick to end the call.
Hello, Sussex Police. Is this Williams?
No, there wasn't a problem with what I was speaking about, was there? I mean, it was very traumatic. I mean,
Right now, I'm going to have to cut you off. I've got another job to go to.
Yeah, no, but...
All right, thank you very much.
Why are you so quick to end the call, though? I don't... Very odd, isn't it? I mean, maybe he's got someone else he needs to speak to, but I won't overthink. Yeah. Yeah, a bit odd there, isn't it? Right. I want to ring you back. I want to ring him back. Can I say, can I speak to you later? I don't. What's the problem? Can I? Hi there. Can I speak to you later about this, please? I've forgotten your name already. Yeah, no. Because obviously I was telling you something very traumatic and my current circumstances, but I understand maybe PCSOs don't get involved in these things, but it's very traumatic. And the thing is, PCSOs have let me down and my life was put in danger. I've got YouTube evidence of me being attacked in the early hours. And this does actually involve the MP and the councillors and the whole lot, and the police, and public servants. So, I've been assaulted, I've been tortured by them, and I was very close to killing myself the other night, but you were very quick to wanting to end the call. So you do understand I'm being deadly serious about this. So, it's a bit, I just wanted to know if you had to get onto another call. I understand that. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. But you understand how that, just made me feel. But okay. All right. Thanks. Bye. Trying to be fair about this. Unbelievable.
To leave your message, press 1. Message sent. Keep calling. Goodbye.
Stay strong. Yeah. There you go. I wish I had it's what I mean. It's not normal behaviour to ask. That was Natalie that was saying, "Oh, you're not being fair. You're not being fair. I'm not being fair. Yeah, I'm not being fair." This is someone who would apologise to me for winding me up. And hugs, oh, come here, darling, come here, darling. And I sat with her because she was in tears because her boyfriend's in prison for beating her up. Then the other one's telling me that Natalie threatened to beat her up. And I just think to myself, really? Really? Well, it's a good thing that, and I gave her, she wanted to help me without me asking for it. So I gave her Trudy from Warming Up the Homeless' Trudy's phone number from Warming Up the Homeless, and she wanted to help me. Now I'm being unfair. Do you see what I mean? You cannot talk to the people in these places. You cannot. I don't like being around people at the best of times, but John, how dare he? How dare that BAU know what? He terminated the call to my partner, and yet I'm the licensee here, and he's walking away from me saying, "I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. Boo hoo hoo." This is the one that couldn't manage. Yeah. He's lied. He's even the way he talks. Oh, it's a lot of paperwork if you die. And Luke, his colleague, saying, technically speaking, you should be on the streets. And you wonder why we've got a drug problem and so many people killing themselves because of the filthy, dirty attitude of these vile, vile creatures. Why there are no men anymore, and why on Paul Thorpe's live stream he flashed up my comments where I put there are no men alive anymore, because this is what we have to put up with. But I hope he does put complaints forward. Where's the CCTV? There's no CCTV in this building, and if there was CCTV, which there isn't, if you get attacked, people like them, this John Clement from Lilybank Homes and Charles Lucas Property Management, because you've seen the evidence on my YouTube of me being attacked, blood on my door, Charles Lucas Property Management and the police covered it up because there are no men alive anymore. No men alive. And you wonder why there's so much paedophilia, child trafficking and all of that. And us women don't have men to turn to because there aren't any. There aren't, well, you know, with you know, except my partner, obviously, but, you know, and the stress has affected us. But where is it? Where is that? You just listen to the Paul Thorpe's live stream because I haven't listened to the whole thing. But anyway, there we go. I hope he does make a complaint to the council about because he didn't put anything under the door. He didn't put any papers, didn't say anything about the bins, where they go, when they're collected. And I need to go down to Barclays Bank to ask that lady. I haven't had much sleep, but I've got to pull my finger out. Ask her if she can confirm. Did you hear any? I mean, you heard it, didn't you? I'm only going to talk to you by text because I can't talk to you. I can't handle it. I'm not a man. I've told you I'm only going to talk to you by text. It's pathetic. Sending text messages and he's still not doing anything about the bins. And I've had this threatening email from Grace Hill saying, if you keep sending text messages, but I've got it recorded. I've got him recorded, and you all have heard it on this video where he's telling me to text him. And I've got an email where Grace Hill is saying, if I keep sending him text messages, they'll take this room from me. The council, this is Grace Hill of Eastbourne Borough Council, they're not even acting by law. So they're threatening me and they're playing games. Do you want to end up in prison as well? Do you want to end up in prison with this evil landlady, pretending that you care about me, pretending that you care about me attempting suicide, wanting to go up to Beachy Head and attempt suicide? Do you want to? Where are those bottles of alcohol? Where are they? So, where are they? Well, that's strange. Where are the bottles of alcohol? Here they are. Because we're not supposed to have alcohol in the room. I should have run up to John and said, John, look, we're not supposed to have alcohol in here. I don't drink, and I'm in a suicidal state. What are you going to do about it? You lot have helped push me to it. And I'll go down to Barclays Bank and I'll get my banker to confirm it. Because she phoned him, she phoned John to ask him to let me back into the property at Ceylon Place. This is the state our country is in. So, it's not just happening to me. I now realise this is not my partner. It's not at all. Because you imagine, he said, I'm not speaking to you. He terminated the call on my partner because he said, you're not the licensee. And yet he walked down he asked if he could do a fire alarm check. And I said, yes, that's fine. And then when I said to him, can I ask why you terminated the call on my partner? He was walking down the street saying, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. That's really mature. That's really mature. So, well, we're all buggered then, aren't we? Not going to talk to anyone. We're all buggered then. Pardon my language. Scalding hot shower, burning hot shower. You know, these people are very manipulative in these places. Well, the ones that say they want to help you, be very wary. All hugs and kisses. And when they start saying bizarre things, then you know you're in the danger red zone. And then apologising for saying weird things, because then you've got another Alice Victoria Scott on your hands. But I give them a chance, and I feel sorry for them really, because they're never going to meet anyone like me who will give them the time of day. And I sat with her when she was in tears about her boyfriend, but never mind. I've still got my partner, and even if I didn't have my partner, I proved just how strong I was yesterday. So, on that note, there we go. So I've got evidence of... In fact, actually, I'm not even going to say it. I'm just going to let the solicitor know. So there we go.